The power of value is incredible. And here's an illustration to show you what I mean. About once a year, I hold one of these in front of my students and I ask, "What is this?" And of course, they look at me stupid because, well, it's obvious. It's a $1 bill, so it's worth $1. I say, "Okay, it's worth $1, but what if I throw it in the trash? How much is it worth then?" And they say, "Well, it's still worth $1. What if I give it away or if I spend it? How much is it worth?" It's still $1, even if it's not yours. What if I flush it down the toilet? Or I bury it in the ground and it gets dirty or wet? How much is it worth? And of course the reply is, well, it's still worth $1. Okay then. What if I tear it into pieces or rip a hole through it? How much is it worth then? And some of them gasp sometimes, but most of the time they say, well, it's still worth $1. And they would be right. It's still worth $1. Now, some people look at that and say, I know what you did. You didn't actually poke a hole through it at all. And then I do it again without the paper because, well, hey, you missed the point. No matter what you do to this dollar bill, how much is it worth? It's still worth $1. Even with that hole in the center of it, it is still worth $1. In fact, they say that as long as you have over 50%, they will still accept it as $1.